Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Ascending Souls Journey. We are going to do your full moon reading, and the full moon takes effect on February 27th, the day that I will post this video for you. And right now, every single thing I'm being guided to tell every zodiac sign is wipe your slate clean. Literally, put a black blank, whatever color you want. Just make it a solid color and be done with anything or anyone that's been holding you back in life. Now, we're going to start your reading off, Sag, with an intuitive energy oracle card from my deck. And those of you who have purchased them, if you're ready to start working in class segment, I just posted that on my website, and you can find that in the link, the drop down box below. But Sag, I feel for you, there is this tough energy underlying around you. There's something unresolved, and that's what this full moon is going to do for a lot of us. It's actually going to pull in some of that unresolved and be able to wipe the slate clean, like literally. And when we do that, we start to feel better. We're able to start seeing and recognizing good, bad in a different way than we ever did before, in a more honest and real way rather than convinced, by somebody else. Now you have two cards that flew out, and they flew out together. One is healing and one is cleansing, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Very, very profound for the sign of Sag. And this is for all of the Sag babies out there, and I've got a Venus in Sag, so I need to do a little on my own work, right? This is making sure that anything or anybody toxic is resolved. So if you owe somebody an apology, you'll be doing that over the next 30 days. You're just going to be compelled to do it. That could be that little subconscious voice you're going to hear, because your senses, your spiritual senses, are going to be heightened over this time frame as well. Now, some of us already have it heightened when Aqua moon came into play, but this is intermingling with it. I also feel you guys need to pay attention to what you're eating and your mind, focus your mind. Now I have some articles on my, sign up for my email. That'll be down there too. But these are free blogs that I've written that can help us. But when we focus our mind, it helps to grow our mind as well, depending on what we use. But check out the article I posted on my website. Now we have the 10 of Wands on your end. I'm going to pull two cards for you, and we'll look at whoever you're dealing with or whatever situation you're dealing with as well. And some of you, it may very well be the entire storyline is really about you or a piece of you, because it is general. So take from the reading what's applicable. Now we have this 10 of Wands, and this is a lot of burden, what you've been dealing with. That's the drama that I feel has been around whatever needs to be healed and cleansed and wiped out, like done. Now we have the little Page of Wands, and that could be you, because that indicates a Leo, Aries, or a Sag. But with this energy, I don't feel it's really you, although you may be emailing or contacting somebody. Either which way, there is communication getting ready to go back and forth about a situation that was a lot of burden on you. Now, you may have your left hand itching. If you have your left hand itching and that's your receiving hand, you might be getting something coming in. This would be an application that you applied for that you thought wasn't coming through. Nothing happens by chance in my readings, right? So, and my hand itching means money's coming in, an offer. This is an actual opportunity getting ready to come into you. So if you emailed your resume out and it was, well, I'm seeing 10-15, so that's 10 to 15 months ago, a little over a year ago, you probably thought it was done and over. You're going to hear something back on that particular job. Remember, as the world is changing, each company had to go in and make the changes, figure out what to change, how to change, what's the most, cost-effective way. All kinds of things were being considered as these companies were trying to offer you this position. So there's a lot of interference, but boy, you got the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this is a child. This is an adult child, or it could be a parent to you if you are the child. But I feel it's a parent-child type of a situation where there was an unresolved issue. You've got the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So there will be the communication that I was talking about. It is going to take place. There is going to be some serious healing, and it's going to feel so good. It's like, finally, I feel like living again. Now I can look at Lorianne, and when she smiles, I don't get mad at her, right? You know what I'm talking about? We get mad when somebody's happy, right? I don't mean you personally, but overall in general as an example. Why? Because somebody, you or they or both of you, are going to set new boundaries, new guidelines as to how people interact with you, what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. You are learning who you are, Sag, in a very, very profound way that is going to move you into, for some of you, it is a new home. I do see a home. It feels like an apartment. For others of you, this is communication coming in about a new opportunity for a job, but I'm seeing like there's a lot of rules attached to it. So you have to be in at this time. It's like punching a time clock. And if that's right for you, like I said, this could have been a while back ago. And maybe then you didn't accept it and now they're coming back with another offer. Make sure you're paying attention to everything that's going on around you. All communication back and forth over the next 30 days. There's still this energy of being out of balance. Now, for some of you, you want to make sure you're clearing your home out, you're cleansing your home, I mean, removing any negativity and then replacing it with the positive. Palo Santo is a positive. You have to use it after you get the icky out, right? So make sure you're clearing that, but also clearing your mind. There's this a fog. Now that could be because the planets are aligning in that way. And every new moon, every full moon, I personally, any kind of moon, I get super emotional, whether it's crying, it could be anger, it's whatever is going on with the placement at that time. And that may very well happen. If it does, just know, Sag, by the end of the month, you'll be feeling much better. Now we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is an opportunity. This is a family dynamic. This is a situation that is going to rain pentacles in on you. For some of you, this is the job you've been waiting for. Like I said, that time frame, this opportunity is coming in and you get to actually feel secure again. And you're going to like that a lot. And for another group of you, I know you have to follow the rules, most likely, but I don't think that's going to alter your we have the Magician, and I honestly am seeing that a group of you, if this is a family dynamic, one of the family members, it could be you, but most likely it's the other person, there was a sense of manipulation. I feel they hid things. So they may have hid them behind the closet doors, hid them in the cupboards, right? Something was hidden, and it could be secrets, family secrets overall in general. But this is saying there's an opportunity to actually create a new relationship with that person, but there will be truth that's needed, and the truth comes after the healing is done. When it comes to a relationship, a lot of you, you've been under a lot of stress with your current partner or just life in general, and I don't feel that the romance has been a big desire. I don't mean sex, I'm talking romance, all the fun that goes with it. It's like, you know, you don't have time for that. There's too much on your plate. That is getting ready to lighten up for a lot of you. And I feel it's closer to the end of the 30-day period of time. This conversation, this communication coming in, the boundaries that you're setting, the way that you are looking at life is getting ready to change, and therefore it's going to open you back up. This is actually you toward the end of this 30 days rolling into the month of April. You are going to start opening up and saying, you know what? I want this. Playfulness, that's you. And I feel this is Sagittarius all over it. Like you're going to be your real self by the end of March, rolling into early April. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't feel like that today. If you're in this right here, if you got that foggy head that I'm talking about, all these things I've described, no. How can we get to this if we're feeling this? But you know, the headache goes away, right? When we have a headache, we feel like that. And then the next day, we feel better. It just depends on you and what you're doing for your own self. Now, I'm also being guided to tell a lot of Sag in this group, pay attention to what you're eating. Your food intake may be altering the way you feel, energetically depleting you. So you might be eating a lot of sugar, and they're little drops, like it looks like the Easter candy, you know, that comes in the pastel colors, the little candies. So it looks like that. And they're in Easter color. You might be eating a lot of candy. Let's just put it that way, all right? But there's a reason I saw the vision. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys on the romance, because some of you are getting ready to meet somebody new. And this new person may start off a little bit like, okay, we'll see. And you need to check them off your list. You know, they got this, they got this, they got that, because you did your boundaries. You worked on you. And when we work on us, we have the opportunity to really take a look at everybody around us. This person coming in is going to light your fire, and that's exactly what this is. You have the 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. So you're not really worn out, but oh my goodness, you are definitely coming to a completion where you're getting ready to meet somebody who's going to light that fire back in you. Remember what I said before about the relationship, the fire being ignited in you. That's what's going to take place with this person. Now, for some of you, it will be meeting them in travel. That doesn't mean it has to be physical travel, because travel now can be virtual, online, internet, where we're traveling through the airways in a different way. But for a lot of you, this is physical travel. Now, this is 1-2. That's 1 to 2 hours from where you live, 1 to 2 blocks, 1 to 2 states. It's states. So whatever country you live in, if you're in this city state, it's 1 to 2 over. So that's probably a couple-hour commute from you, depending on where you live. But this is somebody that's more in your actual area, where you're physically going to get to meet this person. And some of you will actually travel to go see them. Have a great 30 days and much love.